video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria and I talk all things money on this channel, including budgeting, cash stuffing related things, and other topics, anything that has to do with money. I'm not a professional by any sorts, but I have finances and why not teach you as the viewer little tips and tricks here and there that have worked for me. If it works for you, then fantastic, but please don't sue me or anything if the things that I do don't work for you. Anyways, I'm actually here today to go ahead and do my second paycheck of May cash stuffing. So that's what this will be today. You guys didn't get to see like a little vlog or whatever like I typically do and get my coffee or whatever because I actually got this money out yesterday because I did have the exact amount that I wanted to withdraw yesterday and I happened to be out. So I was like, you know what, instead of having to go to the bank twice, today I'm going to the bank for something and then tomorrow just to withdraw the cash. If it's already in my account, it's not like I was waiting for it to be deposited. I figured that would be okay. And so yeah, that's what we're doing today. I hope that you guys like the video and are looking forward to the content coming up and like what I will be showcasing and such. You guys will see also already, this was disclosed in one of my earlier videos, but I do have new binders, so I will be kind of debuting those today as like my first official cash stuffing with those, and so I'm super excited for those. So like I was saying, if you guys are looking forward to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. The button's just down there. If you click it, it'll make me happy and it'll also help the channel grow. And also if you guys are looking forward to any particular content but you haven't seen me do it in the channel yet, definitely leave me a comment down below. I'm more than happy to explore different areas of money related topics for this channel, and so if it's of interest to you and it's something that I feel comfortable talking about, then by all means leave it in the comments, and then if I can get to it, then yeah, both of us are happy. And without further ado, let's just get into the stuffing. I will say guys, both today and yesterday I had very overstimulating days. Like I was just running 110% the entire day. I had like several errands to run along with my work, family things. I had stuff with my baby going on. My baby's starting to get a little bit sick, and so that's, you know, that's always hyping our cortisol as moms or whatever. I had like a whole bunch of things to do, and honestly it's kind of like going on to today. I actually didn't turn on the candle for that reason because I was just like super overstimulated yesterday, and I feel like that would just overstimulate me, the fact that like I have to be cautious with the flame and everything, right? So I was like, you know what, no candle today. But anyways, just thought I'd say all that because different aesthetic today, but you guys get my beautiful binders and my wallets over here. So anyways, here's my little money bag. Like I said, got this money yesterday, so let's go ahead and count her up. And it's funny because I was thinking to myself yesterday, I actually think that I want to get faster at counting money because I completely forgot that majority of the cash stuffing, cash unstuffing, cash counting videos that I watch, I forget that I usually watch them on 1.5 or 2 times speed. And so I'm over here trying to like be as fast as you guys, but I will never be as fast as y'all because I'm watching y'all on like 2 times speed. That was like a little reflection of mine yesterday. I was just like, wait, I'll never be able to do that. So anyways, I can try to count as fast as I can because that's something that I personally want to be able to do, but I'll never be able to do 2 times speed because no, impossible. Without getting my head mixed up, I can't. But anyways, I went to the bank yesterday. This should be $75, so let's just count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. 15 times 5 is 75. Pause for the thumbnail. And yeah, let's just get this going. My binder is gonna have to leave for the meantime, and I'll be talking about the binders that I have, not in as much detail as I went in my unboxing video, which you guys should have already seen that, but I'm just gonna show it a little bit slower in the binder envelopes that I do stuff, because I feel like in my unboxing I was like a little bit, like I said, a little bit irritated, going super fast. It was a little bit more of a chaotic video because it was so much. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. If you guys see me going like this with either my mouse or my computer, it is because I am moving along with my tracker, which is online. Let's get started. So I did have $75 here, and I do see on my tracker that I did say I want to keep, I believe it's $30 for saving challenges. Yeah, so let me just get that out of the way now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be the $30. I'm actually just gonna keep it here. So this should be $55, no, $45 that I have. I'm gonna kind of do it like the last time I did it, where there wasn't like a particular plan because I haven't been like planning exactly how I want to do my cash stuffings for my saving challenges. I will do that for next paycheck just because I have like some tight expenses and such. For the time being, I just put some reservoir of money on the side and I'll see what I land on with those. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. This is my wallet, as you guys know, from Little Potato Saver. Let's go ahead and open her. Nope, that's the one. I'm still getting used to the wallet. I think it's because it has both the card slots separated from like the cash. I was confused. But anyways, let's go ahead and start. For my wallet, I have a total of $20, which I'll be stuffing the first envelope. And again, you guys will just have to trust me because you guys cannot see the little slips of paper. First, I will be going to eating out slash takeout. And I do say slash because I do have 2 wallets with similar categories. And so if I say slash, it's the same category, should it be in the other wallet. So if I ever want to transfer the money that I have here at takeout into my other wallet, I would respectively put it in the same category. So in here, it's takeout. In the other wallet, it is eating out. And so that's what I'll be doing. Let me just put this up before I get confused. So in this slot I have eating out. To this one I'll be adding $5. So in total for takeout, let me just put this in all the same order. I do have 1, 2, and 3, so that's $15. Going back to takeout, and then I'll be going into medical. Where did I put medical? Medical is actually going to be here, and then that's because typically medical is covered with insurance and everything, but I have like a drug prescription that I have to renew at some point soon in the future, and so I just want to have that cash ready to go. It doesn't have anything currently, and I'm just putting in $5, and that's the total that it has. And then next I'll be going into date night. It's also getting $5, and then it has 15 adding, sorry, it has 10, another 5 being added to it, so that's a total of 15. And then the last one that I'll be doing is coffee, getting a 5. It has a 5 already, so it has a total of 10. So then that means that I can draw this little guy. Let me get my little brown marker. This is from the Millennial Dollar. How are you guys doing? It is, by the time you guys see this, I believe it's mid-June, I think, depending on like how I schedule out these videos and like all the videos that have come out and such. But anyways, yeah, how are you guys doing? How are your savings going? That's everything for my wallet. How are you guys doing? How are your savings goals going for the year? I've been posting a lot of shorts lately with like my little coin stuffing situation, and one of the questions that I asked in one of the videos is like, how you guys are doing with your savings, are your goals being reached this year, etc. Definitely let me know downstairs in the comments, and let's have a conversation. Let's move on to our next binder. All right, so debuting is matcha, and this is from the Millennial Dollar. Like I said, I went through it in a lot of detail when I first unboxed it, and so let's just open her up. But before we do that, I did want to mention I had a thought in my head and then it went away. What did I have to say? I hate when that happens, but anyways. Oh yeah, oh wait, right, that's what it was. I took out the money in all 5s because I didn't know exactly where I wanted them to be dispersed, kind of like how I did last cash stuffing, and so that's what I'm doing because I wasn't sure how I wanted to divide the categories. And if I wanted to put 10, obviously that's just 2 5s that I would have to put into the envelope, but I did just want to mention that. And second, starting in July, I want to see how it goes for me. I want to test out cash stuffing like for real, because right now I'm doing kind of like a hybrid situation. That's a term that I came across recently where somebody was describing their cash budgeting method as hybrid, where majority of their stuff is online, but they do have sinking funds for certain things. So I've kind of been doing hybrid, I suppose, but I want to see how I go full out with cash stuffing, kind of like how I was doing at the beginning, where I would literally withdraw money from my bank account in order to fill up gas, in order to fulfill groceries, etc. I want to see how that goes. Obviously the remaining money would be what I have left over after paying off some bills or paying off some cards, but instead of using my cards, I'm gonna see how it goes. But we'll see, gotta work things out. But I think I want to try it out for all of the month of July, perhaps even into August, and see how that goes, and then I'll update you guys. But besides that, let's get into the binder, and let me take a sip of water because she is thirsty and yapping too much. So like I said, this is my matcha binder from the Millennial Dollar, and I decided for this to be my family binder. So I just decorated it in a previous video, and hopefully you guys can see without so much light, but let's just get into it. So I have my girl boss's cash stuff little deco card from Budget with Maddie. I have the Millennial Dollar. This is actually the green checkered heart pin that I actually got from a previous order a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but my previous order from the Millennial Dollar. And how ironic that I got the matcha color, which is green, and I just pinned it and put this little like plasticky film sticker which has a flower on it. This is from So Budget. I got it as a freebie, and so I just decorated that. This little charm is from Noteworthy Co, and this discipline and it has the definition, is explaining to your brain every day that you need to sacrifice immediate pleasures to receive greater rewards in the future. So that's that, also from Noteworthy Co. And then I'm just gonna quickly flash like just a little bit of this dashboard that I have. I do have pictures here of me with my daughter, and I'd rather not show those online, and instead of like blurring the video, I honestly just rather make my life easier. But anyways, this dashboard I got from Hone the brand. I gave her the picture in the format that she needed it for Canva Pro, and she just cut it out, printed it, and she hole punched it to be able to fit in my A6 wallet. At the time I was putting it in the wallet, but now it's in my binder. Anyways, this will be the family oriented things binder. And so I have these bookmarks. This is from the Millennial Dollar, also in the matcha color. So the first things that I'll be stuffing, and let me put this like this, I'm gonna be going all the way to emergency. That's the only thing that I'm stuffing this time around. So let me actually get this marker out, and so it's ready to go. But just a little flip through of what I have going on for my family binder. I'm gonna try to get more envelopes, but the ones that are this wide but without the little zipper, because these ones are a little bit too short. They're from Amazon, and these ones are actually also from Amazon, but the zipper lock gets caught in a lot of things, and so I want to avoid damage to my products, but also they bulk up, you know what I mean, because obviously that's, you can tell how much thicker this one is just because of the little zipper tab. And so yeah, anyways, continuing with the flip through. This is for my mom, for my daughter, we have something for my stepson. And then short term, little bookmark, the little fly leaf that comes with the binder. I have a back to school insert from the Millennial Dollar as well, but this one, it doesn't fit into these envelopes, so that's the other thing that I have to get from her, is the envelopes that specifically fit these inserts, and so I'll be doing that. Another bookmark to separate long term. Here I have my kids' school tracker, so I have that, and then I have another savings bookmark and emergency. So let's go ahead and stuff this. Like I said, this will only be getting $10. So let's open her up. The first thing that we'll do, so it has extra time to dry, is mark off this guy. That's an additional $10 because each envelope is $10. Let's set that off to the side to dry. And yep, that's separated already. So let's add this to the back and let's give this a count. So it should be, I believe, $90. Let's count. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So yay for matching numbers. And also, I asked you guys in a previous video, but let me know in this one as well for any new viewers and such, or if you didn't get to answer in the other one. Let me know if you guys like to see this in slow motion. Not slow motion, but like, how do I want to say this? Let me know if you guys don't mind the fact that I show every single like aspect of like even opening and closing the envelopes and such. I personally am one to not skip those things because I just want to add watch hours. I want to support the channel by watching the entire time. But I know personally for me, back in the day when I used to make videos, which were more like talking videos, I personally hated any little second or 2 seconds that were in silence. I didn't like producing that type of content. But if you guys don't mind, because this is more like a therapeutic thing, definitely let me know in the comments. It'll take shorter for me to edit the videos and get them out for you guys. But obviously I want to be considerate because maybe you don't like it and you actually enjoy the fact that like I cut out those like extra seconds that don't do anything for you. But yeah, I just wanted to ask. Let me know downstairs in the comments. And then that is the last envelope that I have. And then this little thank you card is from Ina Budget. So I decided, because it had the greens and stuff, to put it into this binder. And because it also had my name, of course. This is from the Millennial Dollar. This came with her order from all the binders. Do ordinary things with extraordinary love from Mother Teresa, but the Mother Teresa part is just underneath the little slip here. And then this clip and fabric textured heart is from Ina Budget as well. And because it all went with the green theme, I did put those together. And so that is it for my family binder. So I'm so happy that I have names for these binders now, because before I was just stuttering over all my words. Not a fun time. But anyways, let's move on to the next binder. So next binder I have, this is my blonde personal binder from the Millennial Dollar. There's no stuffing going into this one, but I just wanted to show you guys how I decorated it because I did move some things around since the last time that I showed you guys. So this is the same deco card that came from the binder from Alina. I'm not gonna read it again. This little paper sticker is from So Budget with a little gold paper clip from also the Millennial Dollar. I can never say that without stuttering, so I'm just gonna say Melina. This is also from Melina. This is her little thank you card with the checkered pattern, and so I just put it here. This is actually an idea that I got from her video, and so I just thought it was like a nice little pop of like contrast, and so I did that. But that was her thank you card that came with my order. This little black Hawaiian flower charm is from Noteworthy Co. She's over in California and her name is Nadine. I got this layover here from Ina Budget. It just has my name with my birth flower, which is from February. And then this dashboard with the winter theme. I'm not sure if I want to keep it in here, if I want to move it to a different binder, because the blue, I think it doesn't like contrast all that bad with the blonde, but I want to see if it fits better in a different binder. We'll see. Or if it goes better with a different theme of a different binder. Anyways, this is from Hone the Brand. I got this as a freebie from another order. The bookmarks, you guys can already assume, this is from Melina. And then just a little flip through of my categories. This is for, let me just keep it like this. This is for my birthday. These new trackers are from So Budget. I did do an unboxing of that as well. This is for the hair. And then this one for nails I got from Little Potato Saver. So I got those for myself, just so I'm better prepared for like those like little splurges for myself. Short-term bookmark I'm gonna put some things in between here, and then long-term bookmark. I have a tattoo little tracker here. I haven't designated how much I want to put each icon to be, so that's why the total and the icon amount is left blank. And I explained this in a different video. I want to just cover up one of my previous tattoos because it doesn't go with something that I'm necessarily like following anymore, at least not that deeply, and I will explain it when I do actually cover up that tattoo. But let me just say this in a short version. The folks who relate to that tattoo more, thankfully they're not being derogatory or discriminative against me because I have it. I'm not from a particular culture, but I have that tattoo, and thankfully it's been received with a lot of actually welcoming questions and just positive dialogue. However, I do want to reserve that for like a smaller piece on my body, if ever visible. For example, I might just have it like on my wrist or something like that, but something that's a little bit less visible than what I have it right now. If you guys go to my other channel, I do have a tattoo gallery video both in Spanish and in English, but if you guys want to see that, you guys will probably be able to tell which one it is. I'll leave my video somewhere up here on the screen if you guys are curious. Little fly leaf with 2 inserts here. This one says cash stuffing fun because I do want to get an envelope for saving up for these type of things that I like having fun with decorating my binders and such. And then this one is for date night, and you guys can probably obviously tell what that's for. And I'll be having to order those envelopes from Melina. A savings bookmark, and then I have here my vision tracker for my LASIK, and then this little tri wallet or 3-pocket wallet. What is this called? Like an envelope. This is from Nadine over at Noteworthy Co. These are some like decorative cards that came. I just chopped them up so they would fit better. And yeah, and then these little guys are from, well, this is from, I got a freebie for the Mean Girls collaboration collection. This is from that collection that I got from Budget with Maddie, and this sticker is from Little Potato Saver. And the paperclip, I forget who it's from, but it's a paperclip. So let's close her up. And like I said, nothing going into this binder, just wanted to show you guys what it kind of has and how it's decorated. But now let's go on to our red cherry coffee binder. This is going to be known as my celebrations and travel binder. So this has anything that has to do with traveling or celebrating, whether holidays, birthdays, etc. Not my birthday, but just general, you know what I mean? So let's open her up. Nothing to hide on this one. This is just a dashboard that I got also from Home the Brand when I gave her the other dashboard with my husband and like the kids and stuff. I did send her this one as well. LOL to this one. I didn't realize like the hole punch would land on my husband's face. If you guys can see that, it's kind of funny, but it is what it is. I'm sure he doesn't mind. He doesn't look into my binders anyways, but that's that. I got my thank you card here from So Budgets along with another sticker from her, a teardropped paper clip, and then this is the mini challenge that I got also from the Millennial Dollar, and it does say good vibes, so why not have that there. Flipping through, see what I'm gonna be stuffing. So actually I have the bookmarks here, fun. Some inserts are gonna be going in here, but I just don't have them yet. I have vacation, and then another bookmark that says road trips. Eating. This is supposed to be like eating out, but I got a typo from this from Home the Brand, but I just found it so funny because we really do be eating sometimes, right? With this hunger. Essentials bookmark. I have gifts and birthdays. I have Christmas, and I believe, yeah, that's it. And then I have some inserts here in the back. I didn't put them on this one because for whatever reason, something is in this pocket that won't let the inserts go through fully, but I gotta figure that out. But anyways, this one has souvenirs, as you guys can see there, and then this one is actually for my anniversary envelope. And these 2 stickers, as you guys can probably guess, these are from Little Potato Saver. This wax sticker is from So Budgets, and then the paperclip, again, not sure. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what I'm stuffing. I believe for this one, I am stuffing, where is it? I'm stuffing gifts and birthdays. Let's go ahead and do this. Gifts and birthdays. It doesn't have a 5. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark off. Let me just put this in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then for this one, I'm gonna just mark off half of a star, which is 10. Half of a star would be indicative of 5. So I hope that's not confusing for myself in the future. So I'll do that. And so gifts and birthdays now has a total of 5. Perfect. And then for Christmas, which is the remaining 10 that I have, I will be putting in 10. I'm going to take out this tracker. Perfect. I do have a 10 here. I completely forgot to check the denominations for this one, but we do have the 10. So let's go ahead and count this money. It should be the 25 plus the 10, which simple math, that is 35. 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm getting faster, guys. Do you guys notice the difference? I do. Actually, let's put it like this. That way when I see it, it's facing me. Perfect. And that is it for the celebrations and travel binder. All right guys, so we've made it to the end of the cash stuffing for my actual binders. Let's move on to our savings challenge binder. This binder, beautiful and quilted, is from Hustle and Flows, aka Michelle Vu. She's over here on YouTube and she launched this slack or stack collection. It has different items, so I'll leave her channel somewhere on the top so you guys can explore that. But anyways, I'll be going into the saving challenges and see what I can do with these $30. But just a quick little flip through. This is from the Mean Girls collection that I got from Budget with Maddie. Thank you card from, I forget who this is from, and I don't want to really take it out because it took me ages to put it in there, but it went well with like the pink theme, and so that's why I put that there. Slack or stack little charm. This is also obviously from Hustle and Flows. This is from her collection as well. An overlay from Noteworthy Co. It just has my initials on it, MD, and this is kind of crinkled because my daughter got her hands on it and so she started like menacing over it, but that's that. This Hey Girl Keep Going. This is from Glamour on a Budget. She's a fellow Canadian Etsy shop owner. I don't think she's on YouTube, but I did find her on Etsy, and she's actually the one that I purchased my black wallet from. And then I have my little savings challenges here from various shops and such. My other saving challenges, I guess I'll just show you guys quickly, are housed in this saving challenge pouch. I got this from Little Potato Saver. So this is where my extra saving challenges are for the time being when I'm not using them. Then this is from a recent order that I got from Little Potato Saver. This is a habit tracker no spend challenge. So I'll be starting this in June, which when you guys see this, this probably won't be filled out because this is pre-filmed that I'm doing on the last day of May. This is like a no spend challenge where I will indicate the month of the year. The month, I don't know how I will exactly mark the days that I do spend versus not spend, but I'll just figure that out and update you guys. A little note section, which is just for decorative fun, but if I actually want to use it for some reminders or something. Goals that I want to hit, for example, if I want to reach $30 of no spending, let's say that I do every single day no spending and each day is worth $1, then I could do that. Or if every day that I don't spend is $2 or $5, depending on how I want to do it, we'll see. And then exceptions, obviously you have to do some purchases during the month, and so those won't count towards like my activity of spending when I actually do have to spend. So we'll see that. And then this little $10 envelope, this actually I got from my friend Nicole. She's the one that gifted me this $10,000 savings challenge, which I have back here. But yeah, that's that. It goes with that envelope. And then this on the back pouch, this is where I have all my thank you cards, like the bigger thank you cards. And then my infamous little coins challenge here from Home the Brand. And then this little bow is from, I believe, Budget with Maddie as well, along with the paperclip being from the Millennial Dollar. But the coin saving challenge is from Home the Brand. You guys have seen the history of this throughout my shorts, but essentially at the end of filling this tracker, and I'm trying to be as patient as I can this time around that I do it, you'll be saving $131.40. Let's see what we do with the money that we have here. So like I said before, I allocated $10 to the saving challenges. So let's see what we can do. So I feel like since roll the dice typically gets a lot, I'm gonna prepare for this one for next paycheck. I'll see, well, I'll roll the die and see. By the way guys, I found my die, yay. I'll be rolling the dice later to see which 2 challenges I do for next time. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the $5 challenge because she's been lonely for a while. So I'm gonna add another $5 bill in here and color in another envelope. So obviously that would indicate that we have 10, which is indeed what we have in here. Fan this out a little bit. Perfect, so that's that. Let's see what I want to do. Let's see what I want to do for this one. Does Glen Coco have anything? Yeah, it does. Let me see. What is showing on? Okay, there's nothing here, and then there's nothing over here. Okay, is there any that are, you know what? I'm gonna go to Army Pants or Flip Flops. This one has nothing. So let me go ahead and put $10 in this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and check mark off this first bow here on the left side. And we'll add $10. The other reason why I don't love the zipper pouches anymore is because they're really difficult to get the inserts in and out. And I know these are great for it when you have like a lot of money stuffed in them, but sometimes honestly, I fear that I'm gonna damage the actual insert. So yeah, that's that. Okay, we have $15 left. I feel like let's go ahead and do roll the dice. Let me get my die. So now I have my die in this little pouch. That way I never lose it. So let's go ahead and wait, why do I need this for? I could just find the numbers and fill it out, right? Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do roll the dice. I'm gonna go into my other binders and see what I can stuff there. And because my personal binder didn't actually get anything today. Ooh, let's treat ourselves out. All right, because my personal binder didn't get anything, let me just go ahead and stuff this one. Let me not be so selfless that I forget about myself. So let's flip through here and let me see what is in here. Hair and nails I might do. Tattoo, no, because I feel like that one has to have bigger denominations. And then I have LASIK here. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to nails. If I do this, okay, so let's see, let's do the calculations here. So if each symbol is 5, so 125, which for nails is not bad, so I might do that. Yeah, let's do one little symbol here. So this would be a total of 125, correct? If each symbol is $5. Right, so let's just try this off. Let me, how do I want to do it? Do I want to do it like this? Or do I want the money in first and then I think I'm gonna put the money in facing the left side. Oh, I'm sorry guys, let me flip you guys like this. I'm gonna put it so the bill is facing me, and then the tracker, hopefully it's dry, will be facing out. That way I can see my progress and still see the money here. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the hair. Let me see how many symbols is in here. If each one is 5, 120, which that's a good amount, because honestly I usually just cut my hair at home by myself. And so what I usually save up for when it comes to hair, or what I'm going to start saving up for, is in case I want to get it professionally cut ever, or if I ever want to go to my braid girl. So actually, why did I put the marker away? Let's mark off 2 of these. So let's go ahead and do a little heart on 2 of these. That way it signifies that I'm putting in 10. The marker away, and I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'll put in the tracker in the back. That way I see my progress. Here, let's put it this. Or actually, I should put it this way, because I won't know what the envelope is until I see the tracker, because they don't have an insert. So I'm gonna do that instead. Let's put the insert first, and then the money. And then let me do the same thing for. Let me do the same thing for this one. Let me just flip it around. So Mr. will be like this, and my money will be like that. And that way it's easier. Awesome. Cool beans. And that's how that looks. And yeah, these envelopes, because they're so short and because they don't have the little closure on the top, which I don't want the closure envelopes anymore, but these ones, because they're a very slicky material, I feel like the money could just slip out, kind of like how you guys saw that I did before. So I'm gonna hopefully get the inserts from Melina, and that hopefully fixes that issue. But yeah, so that's everything for this cash stuffing. I'm glad that I had some extra room besides the saving challenges. And then actually, let's go ahead and see what saving challenges I'll be doing in for next payday. All right, so back to this binder, and let's actually keep our die out this time. So if it lands on 1, 2, 3, or 4, it'll indicate which savings challenge I'll be doing between the first 4 that I showed you guys. So that would be You Go Glen Coco, Army Pants and Flip Flops, the $5 challenge, and then the roll the dice. But if it lands on 5 or 6, we'll just have to go again. So let's see. So this is on 2. So this is for Army Pants and Flip Flops, and let me just get a little sticky note. So let's do, I'm gonna do $10 for this one for next week. So this is for June payday number 1, and I'll just do the 10. So let's do that one for next payday. Let's put it in here. So now it has to land on 1, 3, or 4. Let's see. And of course it lands on 2. Let's do that again. 3. So this will be the $5 savings challenge. Perfect. So then that means that for next week, sorry, for next payday, I'll be doing that. So sticky note, be gone. So then June payday number 1, I'll be doing 5 for this one. Let's put the Sharpie away, and then let's put this like this. Sweet. And so that will conclude this video, guys. Let me put the stuff away, and then I'll close out the video. Alright guys, so I hope that you guys really enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys like the style that I'm doing, where I have certain categories that I'm doing and I'm leaving some as a surprise even for myself, or if you guys want me to have everything planned moving forward, for that way like you guys as a viewer get a little bit less stressed watching me. I don't know what's going on in your guys' heads, so yeah, let me know downstairs in the comments. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys really did find this video enjoyable and you found some benefit to it. If you're new to the cash budgeting community, I'm definitely not somewhere that I would suggest for you guys to start watching if you want to get more in-depth explanations as to why we do the things that we do for the the cash stuffing method, but I did want to encourage you guys to watch other ladies. Usually the people that I watch, typically the ones that I usually watch are downstairs in the description box, whether they do videos in full depth or they have Etsy shops and so they sell these types of items and so they know the reason as to why we save for these things. Everybody's usually linked below, and so feel free to give that a click and an explore. Hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to give a big thumbs up, share it with a friend or with a family member or with whoever who may like this type of topic on this channel, or if you simply like me and you think that they would like me, why not do that as well? And for those of you who are new, if you guys enjoyed the video and would like to stick around for more, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. The button's just down there. If you click it, it'll make me happy and it'll also help the channel grow. Thank you to the 20+ people who have subscribed since the beginning of the year. And yeah, I'll bless you guys with the verse of the day as usual at the end of the video. So here it is. I hope that you guys like this verse. Go ahead and read up on it. And yeah, I hope that God continues blessing you and yours. Yeah, besides that, I hope that you guys enjoy the day, and until the next video, God bless you guys. Bye.